Hey detectives, welcome to the crew. I'm Janda, and this is my Let's Play of Disco Elysium. In the last episode, we failed to get a body down, and we now have to figure out how to make our way into this dockyard so that we can, we still don't have a map. We have to figure out how to get into this dockyard so that we can ask the dock workers to help us get the body down, even though they're definitely the ones who committed the murder. These are all trucks, huh? Just weird trucks.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
That doesn't sound great.
A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crowned with wavy rays. It is the seal of Royalist era Revachol.
This guy's a real, hardcore conservative type.
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Eamdal in the lost city of the Pygmies.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town.
It's that guy.
This is our guy.
The lieutenant nods towards the racist lorry driver. Checks out, yeah.
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
There he is, in front of Rita, smoking nervously, hoping it's over.
Okay, well, I don't have anything else to say to him, really, so... Kind of... Oh, wait, money. Money on the floor. Maybe. Sweet, 60 cents. We're gonna be able to pay for our room in no time at this rate. Ooh. Car.
A Stars Ryko, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever. An oldie, but a goldie.
Who drives these?
Not many people outside of Grad, and Revachol West too, it appears.
Hey Kim, check this out.
A Stash Ryko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time.
What happened last time?
An old case for my precinct. A couple of Zhimsk migrants saw a Stash Ryko stopped in the street, painted just like this, muddy brown. Murdered the driver on the spot.
Oh.
They said it was an honor killing, Hussar style. The Zhimsk community protested the trial, flying the banners of some old king or whatever. 5,000 came to protest.
It's like...
Correction. 4,395. The fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
Who are the Zimsk?
People we are paid to protect. Let's leave it at that.
What did they do with the killers?
4 years for murder in reunion.
That is not very much.
The perps were remorseful. Their sorry knocked 8 years off the sentence. That's the system.
The prisons in the greater Revachol industrial harbor are already full. Prisoners are expensive to maintain. The longer the sentence, the larger the cost.
Any chance they lynched this guy then?
Could it be another Stash Ryko murder? Honestly, that just doesn't seem like the type of vehicle our dead guy would drive. So my initial guess is the two are not related.
I see, interesting.
Yes, detective?
I think it looks better brown and black.
Okay. I'm not going to honor kill anyone over this. But I've seen it blue and white. It's much better that way.
It probably is, to be honest. Okay, let's go see if we can make it inside. We're wasting time poking around here, and the day is finite. R-I-H. Agree.
Scab?
Asks a man with jelly eyes, tilting his head. Call me mañana.
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
What exactly is a
A
scab?
kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Accurate description. Okay, where'd they all come from?
Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think.
You don't seem to like them much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who?
He looks at the mass, squinting his eyes as if he's trying to ascertain what they're scared of. Well, they're just stupid and they're being paid.
Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Try talking to
We'd
him?
explain the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Big guy. He means the leader of the scabs.
Yep, good news. I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab.
No, cops don't do the scab work themselves, that's
Imagine,
true.
you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes
Yeah,
in
that
and
doesn't
says,
really work out.
let us cop for less money.
That really doesn't happen.
Show him your stolen card. Now has arrived the perfect moment.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
I'm obviously not gonna show him the stolen worker ID. That's not gonna work. Oh. Should I bring this up? Can you give me money? What's the strike about anyway?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike too. Just can't break the command structure and tell you now.
Yeah, makes sense. You know about this armor?
The little boy had it good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
Sounds right.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere and the cops in his pocket and he's the king of Jamrock.
Yeah, he met Kuno.
Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
Did you learn anything first?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor.
Makes
What
sense.
else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
Kind of technical
I
stuff.
did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
Yeah?
How does it come off?
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Sure. No leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
What happened to the leggings? Does this guy have the leggings? I'm ambitious. I'm gonna find it.
All of it? There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, and I would leave the boots to processing, but okay. Let's find all of it.
It's implied. He finds it unlikely that you will succeed in this.
I noticed.
And Mesqui's epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you.
So, Kuhn was trying to use this to scare
It's a
you?
minor nuisance. It's all good.
He contemplates taking a swig from his flask. Thank you for your cooperation, sir.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
Okay, so I'm looking for assistance with a dead body.
Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry.
He rubs his chin as if pondering his core beliefs.
I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance.
He shrugs. So does that mean you'll let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
I see.
If it's so simple, why did the scab leader warn you of the guards blocking the way?
That's simple, huh? I just walk in.
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Past Measurehead?
Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini Supremus is there. Walk right past him,
This doesn't sound wise.
then press the button to unlock the door,
Uh-huh.
then go past him again,
Okay.
and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
So you're saying it's actually quite difficult, bordering on impossible.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation,
Yeah, or I could not.
or you could convert to his Semini Supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Has anyone ever bested him in a physical confrontation?
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Yeah, we're clearly not winning that. Has anyone tried converting to his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Gotcha.
Sure.
Don't suppose you'd tell me anything about this murder?
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing, man.
That's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing either. I don't even know what day it is. Don't tell me. It's a better day that way.
Okay, nice talk. Gotta get moving. So, I don't think we're getting past the Seminese guy. Definitely not by physical force. In case of a strike, press button behind guard. Huh. Medically sealed door locked by electronic means. No chance of lockpicking or door kicking this. Gotcha. Oh, yes, Kuno lied to me. Shocking. Well, we could talk to the Seminese guy. Maybe he won't throw us off the bridge. What's with the random lady? Oh, I see. They're his fan crew.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
I see.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
He has 3 women just hanging out up here with him. My body's unimportant. I'm with the police and we need to get into the harbor?
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust as if he were smelling a dead rat. Yeah, I'm not following,
You
buddy.
reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Oh, alcohol. Yes, you're right. I am an alcoholic and I need that dead body to no longer be in the tree.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Okay, so he is just as racist as the trucker, but just in a different way.
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
Yeah, that fat exactly what I was thinking, actually. That fat racist down there? You're just him, but you've pumped some iron.
Look at my craniology. I am the pinnacle of my haplogroup. The pink blob is a bad example, even of yours. It saddens me. You were once a noble and powerful race.
Okay.
You gave the world eugenics.
Oh no, he's glad that we gave the world
and
eugenics.
powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
Buddy, that is not our proudest accomplishment.
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
He might actually be more racist than the truck driver.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
These women don't look like the same, what the hell did he call it? Haplogroup as you, buddy.
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Isn't that a little
There is a button
unsupremacist
right
of you?
behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Don't suppose you just move 20 centimeters back, buddy?
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the harbor.
Well, you're right about all that. Now, will you help me get the corpse down from the tree? You're not right.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
Maybe we don't do that, actually, Measurehead. That sounds like such a bad idea.
Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. He would take you as one of his own.
Does that mean I have to become a Seminese supremacist?
Well, not as such. What you do with the mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an advanced racist.
Why do I have a 92% chance of becoming an advanced racist? I don't wanna. Hey, aren't the Union, white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
He turns his eyes towards the harbor, seemingly bored with you. Yeah, but you're, like, serving them. How's that factor into your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also,
Don't
to
really
serve
follow, but
is
okay.
noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Well, surely 1 and 3 are similar things. My jam is a mysterious 4th thing, probably.
Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
That's where you're wrong, buddy. I live for disco.
Offshoots of the Seminese people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine.
Believable.
It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminese race.
Would it help if I told you I don't actually know who the Seminese are due to my recent head trauma?
I can see that. The Seminese are the South Island race. Haplogroup A4A, the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. We are the future.
I see.
That is all you need to know.
So you were born and raised on the islands and then moved to Revachol?
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulumbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminese women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pale.
Does that work then? So you've never been to the islands in your damn life?
No. I have heard about it on the radio.
So you're not even really Seminese, you're pretty much just from Revachol?
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Simonese strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world.
Okay, buddy.
You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with, and never getting that dead body down from the tree.
So, what's up with the tattoos?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
Gestures toward the lorry man down the street.
Welcome to Revachol. You hear him yell at a redhead woman visiting the fritter nearby.
Good grief.
He must think redheads are immigrants.
Apparently.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken
Oh my
the trouble
God, that
to
is
permanently
advanced racism.
draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
That's such advanced racism.
The drawings
Unbelievable.
are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be smaller.
Are you sure? I mean, that jaw's clearly an atavistic stigmata, sir.
That atavistic stigmata makes pussy say yes, plenty.
What? How high are you?
Babe, thanks. But I got this.
So could I, subscribe to his advanced race theory now?
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
No, no. This doesn't seem like the path that I should... Hey, Measurehead, I'm new to this world. What kinds of different races are there? Don't worry, Kim, this is for the
The
thing.
lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then, to you, he lets out an audible sigh.
Look, Kim, we need to befriend the guy, or he's never gonna let us push the button, okay? And to befriend him, we have to learn to be advanced racists. Plug my
You
mouse
are
in.
obviously a liberal, Sailorite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on?
Well, all, but also the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty sounds the most exciting.
I knew you would go straight for the vile cauldron. Everyone does. You need
Damn.
to first learn
Call that.
about Type A and B to appreciate the depravity of the chimeric races.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, it just won't make any sense.
Yes, It would seem nonsensical.
Sure would. Alright, tell me about Type A.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding.
So you guys fight a lot of wars with the Maun in the past or something?
A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades in Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Okay, who exactly are the Maun
You
now?
know them by the names of their nation states: the Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners. My people simply call them Maun.
Kind of German-coded, or... Yeah.
Maun is a derogative term for first world people of Gotwaldian descent. They do not all have eczema. Also, people of Katla, like the Suru and the Uhu, are much more lactose intolerant.
But what about the wooden
In
claws?
some municipalities of Oranje, people do wear shoes made of wood to street parades. Green, orange, and even yellow tassels have also been seen on hats.
I
The
see.
Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously.
Too
Colorful
tassel-centric.
tassels
Gotcha.
are, let's be honest, not a good sartorial choice for this century. You might want to avoid wooden clogs too.
Okay, so then who are Type A in your view?
Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have Type A race propensities. The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem.
Draws his finger across his face.
Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
This guy has so many levels of racism. It's really impressive.
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Simonese and the Areopagite are on the ascent.
And the Simonese are...
The indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago. The Simonese inhabit the southern islands. I am Simonese, from the stock of Ulruir on Ile de Fantôme.
And the Areopagites?
The Areopagites are the master race of the Ile Maran deserts. The Simonese are descendants of the Areopagites. We came here during a heroic migration from Ile Maran to Ansuland, thousands of years before the lactose-intolerant Maun Occidentals discovered this place.
Okay, so the
The
difference is...
Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Simonese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls.
He falls silent, contemplating the beauty and the mystery.
The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite, or Simeopagite superrace. That is all. There are no more Type A races in the world.
Sounds pretty exclusionary, alright. What about Type B?
They are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Khoikos and the Vacholier, They are mud-colored people.
The Khoikos of Grad, Yugo, Zhimsk, Shest et al. Are what you would call white, officer, in a suspect description.
I've heard the Khoikos are white, buddy.
Yes. To an untrained eye, the Khoiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, muddy, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking Al Rul and smoking the degenerate tobacco, and for eating potato.
Can't believe they've been eating potato.
The Khoiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is divided into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
I see.
Wouldn't he be one for ethnostate?
That's true. You don't like ethnostates?
They are microscopic. The Semeno-Areopagite superstate will cover the entire remaining planetary crust, uninterrupted. From Holy Semenine to the Boreal Plateau of Katla.
That doesn't sound good.
Its leaders will be the genetic epitome of the Semenese and Areopagite stock, elected by nature, not the base inner spoilage called demos.
And the Vashodias?
The Vasholians, halfway between Type A and the Racial called Ron. Two mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
I don't think history's lasted that long, buddy.
The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over, like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive Chespias.
Okay, what was this revolution
The
again?
revolution came to Ravachol from Grad, in Zarath ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness. A prion disease that leaves the parietal
Mate,
and
you are a
frontal
communist.
lobes
What?
ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. A hereditary prion condition passed from the Khoiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade roots and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant. Enough of Tibet mediocrity.
Alright, how about the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty then?
Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Chimeric experiments?
Lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a masked woman and a Semenese man. Only possible if the mother is masked and the father Semenese. The other way around, they fail to produce offspring.
I do not believe you, but okay.
The mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey.
I don't think that's
All
likely
they
either.
have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair.
If I were born sterile, I'd ride a customized motor carriage with hydraulic suspension. Come on now.
It seems unlikely that two human beings produce genetically sterile offspring.
Yeah, it's extraordinarily unlikely.
You are right. You have misunderstood. You lack basic phylogenetic education.
I see.
Then there is the Semino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Semino Koiki Chimera? It is not an aesthetic science.
Yeah, I'm rapidly getting the idea that this guy does not like race mixing.
The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Seminese with the Koiko to produce a super worker of Seminese strength and great servility. This will never happen. The Seminese and the Koiko may have similar interbreeding problems as the mosquito. We will never know precisely. No Seminese man could maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of a Koiko woman, or Koika.
I see.
But enough. It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of Type F. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on?
Okay, well, do I understand advanced racism yet?
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
Will you help me get the corpse down if I do?
We will see.
Alright,
Access to
racism it
media
is.
important for our investigation, but there may be another way without becoming a race theoretician.
No, how do I word the
You
mystery?
need to internalize what you have heard here today.
Ah, great.
Then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly. I
Okay.
cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vacholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
Oh, I do love disco music and venereal disease. I have a 17% chance to knock him out, technically. Okay.
Lonesome, long way home.
Completed a thought. What was this thought?
Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Loading cap for perception reasons 5. Speed gives 1 psi. But also, I think we just remembered where our childhood home or something is, which is not helpful. Well, shall we, oh boy. Shall we, internalize advanced race theory? I don't wanna. It sounds bad. Oh no. Okay. Well. Okay, what else do we want to do then? We have other tasks. Thanks for watching, detectives. New parts will be up every other day, or you can watch live on Twitch. If you did enjoy, consider leaving a like and subscribing. And have a nice day, detectives. This is Sea Lord Jenda, signing off.